Ah, ah, ah. Boom! Oh, yes, sir. Family, bring it on in, bring it on in, bring it on in. Another eventful day in the market. Some interesting things I'd like to correlate. Hey, we're going to just look at these, and I want somebody to explain to me how these movements are happening on our charts, guys. We're going to double tap in, get a quick interview here with Kudlow, who's basically, they're going to be talking about China's impact on the U.S. economy. We'll follow that up with some chart action. Take a little look at short interest, days to cover, shares on loan. Take our look at our Ortex as usual for AMC, and then we got some splendiferous. You like that word? Splendiferous stock on the yacht action as we have some more breaking news with XRP. We covered a little bit of it yesterday. Didn't know it was gonna come through today, but it is. What a wonderful time to be alive, guys. Like I said, hey, I just feel richer than I've ever felt before. And like I said, I'm about to just start calling our Instagram. Hey, listen, can I? Yeah, no. Let me put you on reservation. Yeah. You got about 90 more friends you can bring with you. Yeah, no, a yacht. All right, guys. Hey, listen, without further ado, somebody choose that wind effect. Bring it in, family. This is a round table event. You got to get down to it. Just so we can keep this in a timely matter. Let's just get straight into it. You hear me? Yeah.
Breitbart economist and finance editor and co-author of the Breitbart Business Digest, comes out daily. He's got a cult following. And David Bahnsen, who's got his own cult, managing partner of the Bahnsen Group and author of There's No Free Lunch. Gentlemen, fire away. John Carney, you first. What do you think? I mean, it's kind of boring report today, but go ahead.
Sure. I will say that it's not good political news for Joe Biden because the two most politically salient pieces of inflation, which is food, food went up month over month for the first time in months, really, and the highest since January. And gasoline prices are going up. Those are the two prices that matter the most to households.
CPI reports
because they're the prices
today.
They counter the most, and for everybody but the very rich.
I think PPI reports are tomorrow, but I don't think that anybody cares about that.
That's a good point, David.
Which is an explanation of what's going on in the market as far as seeing this volatility.
I don't know how over. I mean, over, I think, means 2% for everything, core, top line. But it's a bit confusing with respect to the Federal Reserve and the economy, is it not?
It's very confusing, and the far bigger political vulnerability for the Biden administration is what the Fed is doing to supposedly counter inflation. Their belief that they have to destroy jobs is what is a difficult thing for them to deal with. So far, at least the Biden administration is hiding behind, well, there's low unemployment, which there is. But these Phillips curvers don't understand that good employment is not what caused inflation, and getting more unemployment is not going to cure it. The energy side is the real issue here, because I have really never believed that the Fed and the Biden administration were as responsible for some of the post-COVID inflation, the shutdowns and all that stuff. The energy policy, who else are you supposed to blame? They've just refused to let American fossil fuel industry get back on track. That leads to inadequate production, and therefore you have higher prices.
Higher than necessary prices. You're absolutely right. I am interested. I don't want to obsess about it on this segment, but the unemployment rate has remained low. I mean, it was 5%, 4%.
Guys, and this is what we were talking about, where I was like, the American economy showed its strength as far as the resilience of it from how we felt in January. People gonna go out and get those jobs. You know, whatever the cost is, which is why I'm telling people, it's like, inflation is not coming back down. They're not getting inflation to 2%. These companies that are able to charge more are not going to bring that price back down just because we're going to try to reduce demand. They're going to hold on to those price points. People are going to get used to it. People are going to do whatever they have to do to get more cash. Smarter move obviously is investing, which is what we're doing over here. But by any means, people are going to stay in that a continuum, that rat wheel, that rat chase. This is how this all happens. It's happened since the beginning of America till now. This is not something new.
3.5%, while the inflation rate came down. And actually, the unemployment rate was low while the inflation rate went up, which puts the lie to the Phillips curve trade-off between unemployment and inflation. It's a good thing to note. We'll tackle that in another segment.
You basically say there's no correlation.
That's important. Can I just go overseas? All right, get in our airplanes if we can. China, deflation, both the consumer prices and producer prices in China are falling. And what do you think that means for our prices and our economy? Their economy, by the way, is terrible. No matter how much money they may give Joe Biden's funds, that's not helping them.
And this cues in the guys where I'm like, I know everybody feels like the news of like, hey, this is the slight recession, not recession. In my personal opinion, we've already been in a recession, and America's dealing with, we're eating it, tilting more towards the soft landing, and the real feeling of recession is coming later. 2024, 2025, beginning 2025. That's not in the immediate term, which is why I'm telling you, we're adding the pieces of the puzzle together. Crypto was going to move in before there is a real shift or shake in these markets or these finances. As we're going to touch down on what's going on as far as enlistments on exchanges and such. But I forgot who we were having this conversation, but I was like, guys, there is nobody. I know that crypto is going to be the shift off the USD, but I don't think there's going to be somebody to replace the USD. Like, I don't think they're going to shift from the USD to the yen or the yuan, or how do you say it, because there's no other economy one that has strength that you could trust. You think America's frauded, you give them that power to create money over there in China? Oh my God. Hey, this would be no competition as far as the fraud level, since why their economies are collapsing now. So I think by the time the American dollar is poofed up, which that's going to come, there's no mistaking about that, the movement is going to be to digitalized currency, and there will be a potluck of currencies that are utilized to transact globally. I don't think there's going to be we move from the US American standard to the Russian. I don't think there's going to be a replacement in that mind. It's my opinion, but y'all think on that and tell me what y'all feel about that in the comments.
They're going to have to find a way to stop that. They're going to have to find a way to stop that. And what's going to happen is when China's economy picks up, we're already at $84 a barrel for oil. And as you said, gasoline prices headed to $4. That's with China being very slow. If China does start to stimulate its economy to fight this deflation, that's going to end up pushing the price of oil up higher, pushing the price of gasoline up higher, contributing to inflation here.
But right now, I mean, it's a total deflationary story. Does that stuff, I mean, despite the politics and the trade barriers, we still do a lot of business with China. Sure. So if their prices are falling, David, does that bring our prices down?
Look at Japan.
I don't know.
No, but the answer is yes. I mean, we have a 30-year global precedent called Japan.
Who do you owe? Hey, let me not say too much. But y'all just go look up who we owe all our debt to. That's why I'm like, the whole one, you got to tap down and understand, the finance and what this real matrix is that you stay in. But the ones that you think you hate the most, is the funny who the money's lent out the most to, right? Or lent from. They need us just like we need. It's like two parasites. They're producers, we're massive consumers. It's a yin and a yang, believe it or not. So all this, we're gonna fight. No, we're not. No, we're not. And they don't have the financial economy to sustain without the United States. There will never be that again.
And when they exported their deflation to the rest of the world, it put downward pressure on global growth, including the U.S. You're talking about Biden's growth rate's 1.3%. Summers calls it secular stagnation. It was 1.6% for 15 years. Half of our post-World War II average. That is largely deflation being exported, hurts the United States. What is China going to do to stimulate, to counter their deflation? They're going to try to use fiscal and monetary stimulus like every other dumb country has done in the last 50 years.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't work.
I like it. The unemployment rate for kids in China is 21%, 23%. So I'm just asking you, John Carney, when is the revolution coming?
Right, well, it's coming soon.
The young aren't working, it's a problem.
They're very scared to have that many young people unemployed, and if it goes up, that's a big problem
for
China's
21 or 23%.
Right,
Generation Alpha, baby. They come in and causing hell.
The number one thing the communists need to do. They're not doing it. The youth unemployment is a big problem. I think they are going to try to throw money at it. The problem is they don't understand economics at all, so So they have no clue what to do. They're not Keynesians. They're not Friedmanites. They're not supply-siders. They're communists. They really don't understand economics.
Joe Biden, big government socialist. Is that a little unfair? You can say it's unfair.
I would say that Biden understands economics better than Xi Jinping.
Oh, my God.
And that's saying a lot.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to process that. David Bahnsen, you're a banker. Bank stocks have had a really bad year. Last 6 months are down 23%. The Federal Reserve people now want to raise capital requirements again, which probably...
Like we have with this conversation, people tell me, so, yeah, you should put an investment in the... I'm not investing in the financial sector. You know what financial sector I'm investing in? XRP. Come on with it. Come on with it. I said Thots on Yachts. I said Thots on Yachts.
It's there's a chart. I don't know if the chart explains it. In fact, the chart doesn't look like it explains it at all. But in the last 6 months, bank stocks are down 23%. That can't be good.
But here's the thing. JP Morgan's up. And the big bank stocks are up. So you have right now a dispersion among small and regional versus big banks. So it doesn't have the same leading economic indicator effect that normally would do.
Really?
My bank
but this is for all banks.
Well,
with an inverted yield curve.
That's right. And so how are the banks making money with an inverted yield curve?
And deposit rates, I mean, they're
because
having to pay more.
Because the big banks are drawing deposits from the little banks.
Mm-hmm.
The big banks are getting bigger. I thought Dodd-Frank was supposed to fix that.
Guys, and then this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. What he, was pointing at here. Everybody, we've talked about this in previous videos. The centralization of the banking system. The SWIFT system is about to take all these little credit unions and little banks that you have around you. Those are not going to, they serve no usage. They're about to try to consolidate those down and centralize those down to like 5 or 10 mega names. I think they said it's something like 2,500 banks of different types in America. They're going to bring that down to 50 or 100, probably 50. I'm just telling you, hence why we're moving towards that crypto, and hence why XRP is one of the biggest bangers, because it's going to be doing that transaction. We think that JP Morgan Chase is doing a lot of transactions now. Well, imagine when we remove half a sector of banks and all these banks are just the ones doing all the transactions. Y'all ain't hearing me when I tell you Thots on Yachts. Come on now.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. But the point is... big banks are in a lot of other businesses.
That's right. They're diversified.
I think that's what gets them through all
That's right.
that.
They already have these high capital requirements. The threat to saddle the medium-sized banks with the big bank capital requirements is just a gift to JP Morgan, Citigroup, Wells Fargo.
And doesn't that, look, it's going to filter down. Isn't that going to cause a credit crunch with respect to the smaller banks and their smaller customers? That's my point.
Absolutely.
JP Morgan is not usually
Here's how you gonna hear it.
The new customer.
I can't believe they letting this information out.
Small businesses is not the line of business of JP Morgan Chase. So, the Wall Street Journal made an excellent point today. When you raise capital requirements, because the way we do risk weighting, it pushes everybody into the same investment strategies. And that actually creates systemic risk rather than taking it away. And we're risking doing that with the medium-sized banks.
He up there,
leave
geek.
it there.
Settle down. I understand.
I am processing whether Joe Biden knows economics better than Xi Jinping or not. Very interesting question. David Bahnsen and John Carney. Thank you, gentlemen.
Hey, that man Kudlow, he stayed monotone. Hey guys, well, like I said, let's double tap down. But I saw that fit for everybody to understand the shifts that are occurring globally. This is why I'm telling y'all that one, not only is crypto here to stay, but it's the answer for a mass majority. A lot of these countries will never have a standard of dollar. And if you think American dollars collapsing, besides the Middle East, Dubai, United States, United States, the Emirates, besides, those countries like that, there is no actual coin worth of value. Fiscal dollars are becoming a thing of the past. China's built off of fiscal dollars. They have a communism and they were doing a lot of printing as well with shell companies. Oh yeah, we're donating this, or this company's making money. There'll be nobody inside of it, just a name on the outside of it. Hence why they're where they are now. People are worried about, there's going to be a war. They don't have the economy to fight a war right now. They will go topside. There's not going to be no fight in Taiwan or this and that. Nah. More or less, as we double down, you need to go look and see who all these taxes, not taxes, but who debts are owed to. This is a charade. But nonetheless, let's double tap down. I won't get too far in that. I'm trying to see my thought on my yacht. I don't need BlackRock and them drink me this. Yeah, about here. All right, just making sure. All right, but now look, double tapping in, guys. AMC stock closed at 498. After hours 496. All irrelevant. The funny part about it was, again, we've been doing the same pattern every single day. A massive spike, close low. Pre-market, run, spike, close low. But now check this out. And again, like I said, I'm preparing for next week, as this week was all cute and volatility of CPI and PPI. This happens every single time of CPI and PPI. How do you want me to know? I want somebody to zoom in here now. Keep an eye on this chart. Keep an eye on this. Y'all don't look to the right. I want y'all to look at this. Just look dead at the center of the chart. Did I just change something? Did I just change something? Hold on. Hold on. Draw your attention over here. That's a different stock. So one, I know, and then again, it's the same movements on all these stocks. The market in itself, and this is just a crazy part, the market in itself, and one, AMC is supposed to be moving inverse to the market. But when I say that there's a lot of algorithm trading that goes on in general, it's not just meme stocks, but also the current contingency right now of how the stock is moving. We can't tell not necessarily what's going on. They've got AMC attached to the broader market. Like when I told you that they try to use whatever excuse that whenever the market's red to just smash AMC and play the same chart. That's the tomfoolery that's occurring now. AMC 1 is supposed to be running adverse to the market. Market goes down, AMC is supposed to go up. We know about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, AMC meshed up with the market and moves as the market does, right? Even though it doesn't have any correlation to how the market goes. The reason that people are buying or are selling or holding, it has nothing to do with the reason that the markets are buying and selling holds. Same with mass majority of meme stocks. But I just want y'all to cue that in to where, those people are like, damn, we're sitting here. They're going to use, whenever the market goes down, whenever there's volatility in the market, note what the AMC stock does. It's going to literally follow those similar to Tesla. And I pulled that out to where I say, it almost moves identical to Tesla. You see this right here? Let's just look. You see this? All right, you see Tesla? And of course, Tesla had a pop back up to 251. I was like, okay, we're playing that line well, close down right now. Let's pull up over here. Identical. 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 Back over again. Look at that. Identical. Identical. Cup. Cup. Okay. So like I said, we already know that, but I just like to give reminders to people so people can be like, oh, okay. So there is no correlation. This is not people selling this. Everybody already knows. But I just like to put fact to the matter. Still sitting at 0 shares available. They are tapping the line even further. Look at this down here. 92 shares. 92, 46. They're blowing their backs out, Pauls, trying to absorb shares, but it's literally goose egg. We're tapped dry. This is under full algo suppressing. Short percentage at 35.8%, which again doesn't even correlate to how the price moved. There's only 35% going short interest. This should have been a way more positive day, correct? Absolutely. But again, as we know, this sent 100% of our trade volume to the dark pool, and this is just synthetically created through our algorithm trading. AMC's 33rd day or 34th day on the New York threshold securities list, 40, 50, 60, 70 million failed to deliver and growing. Gary Gensler. Hey, Gary Gensler. Like we said, we already know he's not coming, guys. So like I said, everybody, I want everybody to key in and note on this. If you're not holding XRP, you're playing with yourself. You want to be, and again, not financial advice. You do what you want to. If you're going to hold something and you ain't holding XRP and you ain't holding a Tesla, Nvidia, Microsoft, you ain't, and ladies, you ain't holding these nuts. I'm just joking. No, I'm sorry. Listen, hey, I'm sorry, I had to squeeze it in. But like, you got to understand, guys. Do not be over leveraged. You need to have enough money in AMC to where it's boom. Hey, this is gonna make me some money. But also at the time, this is time to move as a advanced trader, and that's what we're doing over here. We love AMC. We love our meme stocks, our meme trades, etc. But just like I had to learn a year and a half ago to maybe like a year and 8 months ago, before I reallocate my investments to where the whole thing is growing now as opposed to sit up in here. This is the most frauded play ever. GameStop was frauded. That is in a tie for probably the most frauded. But since GameStop got to have their full-on squeeze, well, I mean, they didn't even get to have their full-on squeeze. Realistically, they tip for tap for fraud. But this is, and really, realistic is I was about to say GameC, but we're going to say, we're not going to combine them. We'll say GME and GameStop, AMC. That was not going to work together. But those two together are pieces of pie. One AMC was a sympathy play to GameStop. But these are the most frauded plays out. GameStop, unfortunately, were able to have the reverse split done. So I don't ever see GameStop act. GameStop is not anymore a meme stock, but more so turning into a traditional stock. That's what they're trying to do with AMC. But AMC is the last remainder of the actual meme stock. But it should be noted that this is high risk. If you're not buying in, if you don't have a certain amount of XRP, if you don't have a certain amount of NVIDIA, Tesla, Amazon, Apple, I'm not going to sit here and go kudos for you. I'm going to say, hey, listen, you need to allocate into these things. Start that long term and use about 10 to 20% of your portfolio max. If you're risky, 25% of your portfolio max to go in these plays where you're either day trading, short-term trading, options, and then meme stocks. I'm just going to keep it $1.50 because, like I said, the SEC is blatantly not watching. I mean, I shouldn't say not watching. They know what's going on. They're blatantly not stepping in. That should always you should always keep an air concern. Not that we're fudding, but also this channel ain't about just AMC. This channel is about us evolving as a retail investors, getting richer, getting further, tapping off with a real estate, yachts, Thots. Did I mention Thots? Come on now. We got to stick with it. AMC Ortex, short interest sitting at 27.56%, coming down off those all-time highs. Don't know how that could possibly happen with a 15% move from 480 or whatever was at. Again, we all know that's foo-foo to goo-foo. None of that matters. Irrelevant. Let's see here. Cost to borrow has again escalated. Cost to borrow average 361%. Cost to borrow max 366%. We're putting all this together so everybody can just note how extreme the numbers are for this stock to be saying that it's sitting at $4.80. Earnings smash out of the box. We're going to let sit, obviously there's going to be a play out this week in this foo-foo. Next week cues the market beginning to rebound off of what happened with the volatility of CPI and PPI. This happens all the time. I expect movement upwards from AMC as well. We're moving closer to, there's a pinpoint of saying at some point, they're not going to be able to continue this. All right, good. You can try to mesh it in with the crowd because the overall stock market's down for now. But next week, I actually have expectations for it to be a rebound and start greening out again, correct? Well, so then what is the move then? You're going to have an AMC just red while the overall market's green with earnings passing through? I don't believe it. So we'll sit up here and let them play this game. I believe they're going to still play this game through Friday. I'm the type of person, I expect the worst, but hope for the best, right? None of this correlates. Price movement should be well above $5. When we spiked up to $5.50, there's no reason we should return back down. Not that quickly and not with earnings being smashed out. You know what I'm saying? We had a run prior to earnings. Earnings are exceptional, and we come down. Come on now, guys. Gary Gensler, pulling on through. Breaking news. My thoughts are getting warmed up. I've got them in the microwave. All right, put them on through, guys. Actually, this is the wrong part. We're going to read over this. I actually want to just correlate with the last part. I thought we were on the XRP section. But breaking news today, Robinhood wins case over AMC GME stockholders with a 3-1 ruling. And this is why I want everybody to understand what you're fighting against. Not to say the court's wrong, but I just want this to be noted. And the courts did say that it was justified that AMC, that Robinhood took the financial hit that it took, but with a 3-0 ruling, the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Atlanta determined Robinhood's regular customer agreement explicitly permitted limitation did not imply Robinhood would approve all trading orders. Basically, we were shooting the Robinhood as everybody when we first started. Yeah, download Robinhood. It's to have they gamified the whole thing. They had a clause where they basically would just outright like, hell yeah, we don't have to fulfill your orders. And also we can stop and hold and limit trades how we want to. So they passed that. Let's see if this changes the thing. A warning: cease use of Robinhood. Oh, this is just a guy saying we should cease use. I think mass majority of people stop using Robinhood. If you're using Robinhood, that's on you. I will never be a part of Robinhood again after that debauchery. I was involved in both of them. I actually won on GME and got backlashed on AMC with how the stocks fell when they took the buy button away from GameStop. But I had sold a little bit before that before it hit like 420 or something like that. But I had sold around like 380 or something like that. But took that money with the AMC, got stuck, in the debauchery that we run in today. But I just want everybody to keep in mind when I say you need to be allocated. The time is now to be buying at these bangers. That's not me just screaming it. I'm talking from one experience, but two, there's a fast game and there's a long game. The long game gives long rewards. The fast game is quick, but you'll be out quick. If you're not holding these banger companies of the future, if you're not going to be diamond hand in the XRP, not financial advice, I'm just telling you, you're playing a very risky game. It is not smart to have 100% of your money sitting into a stock like AMC when we clearly see it's evident that one, they're frauding and that there's not going to be any retributions to their fraud. Pull it on through. But again, we still fight the wage. I'm at a point where, like I said, I have a decent amount of cash in AMC, but now I have enough money where I'm willing to diamond hand AMC. I don't care. This is about me holding the line, right? So now not only am I winning and growing stocks, not only are we first to XRP, but also I'm holding this until I get something good out of it. Just off the simple fact that they're going to have to pay for that. I'm not, hey, listen, I've been in it this long. Hey, I'm not worried about it at this point. Respectfully, I didn't have that outlook 2 years ago because I was all in. But as I've expanded out and garnered these, I've got more priorities. AMC is a fun thing. I get more joy out of this, watching, learning, get in depth with the stock market as opposed to like this is my everything. If this is your everything, I recommend you grab some XRP, period. All right, put it on through. Yes. Can I get the one with the hazel eyes and yeah. Give me the 6'4" one with the blue eyes. Yeah. I wanna have some tall ones on there too. All right, listen. Justin, Ripple announces further plans to collaborate with Hong Kong's thriving blockchain ecosystem. Let's get down into it. Hong Kong.
My name is Kerry Bhatia. I'm the head of international business development for Ripple, which includes the incredibly dynamic region of Asia Pacific. Hong Kong is a very special place for me. It's where I've had pivotal moments in my career and also where my children were born. That's why it's really exciting to see the growth and adoption of crypto here. Hong Kong has always been one of the most important and bustling financial centers globally. Today, it is also one of the biggest cities per capita for developers and for blockchain-related investments. That's why Ripple's work in the city is so important. We're working with businesses and financial institutions to move, manage, and tokenize value. We're now working closely with the Hong Kong Monetary Authority to pilot a CBDC project tokenizing real-world assets on Ripple's CBDC platform, built with the XRP ledger technology. With forward-thinking regulators and the momentum around crypto development, it's truly exciting to see what the future holds in Hong Kong.
All right, y'all supposed to be clapping with me, guys. Listen. Money getting long, speaking get louder, car getting faster. Put it on through, guys. Breaking again, news. Y'all see how all this is piling in with XRP day after day? Play with it if you want to. Go and play with it. Now, when you wake up one day, you're looking and it said $400. Hey, don't be mad at me. I've been screaming. I've been vouching for the retail army. Hey, every day. I'm just telling you what it is. XRP is now available for deposits on Gemini. Trading support will follow extra soon. And of course, we're going to end off with a beautiful clip from Gemini again. This is official Gemini Twitter. And then we're going to end off with that, hopefully it's with a reasonable amount of time. I look down to be 70 minutes on this. Felt like 10 minutes. All right, let's get down to it. Are you ready? Put your seatbelt on.
T-minus 7, 2, 5. We have liftoff.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we do. We fight. What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Why you stepping up on me, though? What's up? KB.
Come on now, guys. That's a good clip. Ripple body slam. This is my favorite part right here. When it's known, who is that?
We have liftoff.
Well, that's what we do. We fight.
Yeah.
What do you want?
It's not that simple.
What do you want?
Why you stepping up on me like that? What's up? KB.
Hey, hopefully that turns you up a little bit, guys. Like I said, hey, for those that invested in that XRP Nation, the XRP Army, guys, listen. Well done. For those that are just tapping in and viewing the channel, we're heavy advocates of putting a little tech in your tech and tech. The greatest generational wealth transfer is underway. If you're not grabbing onto some of these banker companies at these low prices, I guarantee you will regret it. There's no excuse. Click the descriptions in the click the descriptions. What is it? Click the links in the description. Jesus. Click the links in the description. There's Weeple. Get us some free shares. You can use that one as far as dollar cost averaging, as far as buying smaller portions of it. I use Charles Schwab for my long term. For those that are crypto, I use Uphold to buy my XRP, buy everything. I use a Ballot wallet to hold. All those links are in the descriptions. We'll get 5%, or was it 30% off of your Ballot wallet? Brings down to like $35 or $25. There's no excuse. Not your keys, not your cryptos. Guys, listen. Much love to y'all. We are pioneering forward. We're all on these boats next to each other, moving to financial freedom. Everybody is here. I'm already telling you, your life is going to change because you're already putting those active steps in. You're out here catching information. We're staying up on top of it. We're going to bring that bang information. I was talking to one of the family members who was like, talking head videos are so 2023. I don't know what a talking head video is. I'm just recording how we got it going on. But like I said, much love to you. I hear what your requests are, but I'm telling you right now, you have not seen what this channel is going to turn into. Listen, we're dropping in the jalopy right now. This is just starting off. I got the other side. I've moved into another space to set up a YouTube studio. This is just the beginning. The other side I'm building up. Then I'm going to flip this side around and make this like a place where you can do podcasts and interviews. We got things that's coming down the pipeline. If y'all saw what's in the head, it's a jalopy right now. It's a jalopy right now. But it's going to be a lamb. I'm just telling you. I don't want to let too bit. Like I said, we got investments come on lighting, cameras, getting second models, like I said. But the point is, the content's going to be good. If the content can be good while I'm at the lowest in the jalopy, do you know where we're going to, brother? That's all I'm saying. But much love to you. Glad you supported. Glad you're here with me. Not only just to him, but to all the family that's here. Guys, like I said, we turned this thing into a mafia. This is only the beginning of it, and everybody already knows what's next. Yeah, I'm about to go murder that gym. But before I do that, I got to drop one of these. Yes, sir.